all of us were trying to get to the same place, and none of them knew the area. I did, and I'm like, okay, turn left here. And then they're like, no, man, I know where I am, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, oh shit, I'm lost. Oh, which way do we go now? And I'd say something along the lines of, you're gonna have to do a U-turn to get out of this area, because it's a one-way sort of, yeah, there's a dead end up here. Like, there are some factories up there, actually, and you can't drive through them. No response, and they'd be like, oh, factories, what? Can we get through them? And I can't think of anything more annoying than that. Which is probably why I stopped hanging out with them. Like, that's pretty annoying. And then one of them would be like, oh man, I don't think we can go through these factories. We're gonna have to do a U-turn to get out of here. And, yeah. I'd be like, you know, I said that like 10 minutes ago, but whatever. Whatever. And then they got back to that intersection I said to turn left at. But because we had done a U-turn, we now needed to turn right at that same intersection to get where we were going. And I said, okay, if you turn right here, we'll be on our way. No response. And then one of them said, well, I think we should turn right. I said, that's what I said. And then they said, no, you said to go left before. And I nearly lost it and I nearly screamed at him. It's like, we were going the other way when I said to turn left. Now that we're on the other side of the road, we should turn right. And he said, yeah, that's what I said. What's the problem? And I've never been so close to punching a friend in the head. These are the people I deal with. That's why I spend most of my time talking to myself playing video games. Haha. But I have fun. Like, they're good people, but... ah, God. So fucking annoying. Although I haven't seen him in ages. You know, I might give one of them a call, like tomorrow or something, see what they're up to. Because, you know, I haven't been doing much lately, as I believe I've said about 20 times. But, yeah, I've just been, looking for a job. And, looking for a job is probably the worst thing in the world that everyone has to do. It's different in different places at different times and all that good stuff, but where I live, there's this there was actually an issue with, there are more people looking for jobs than there are jobs available. That is an issue at the moment. But I think the reason that is an issue is because that's actually not the issue. The issue is that people only want experienced workers who are like experienced in what the job is they're applying for, which sounds all well and good. It makes sense that you'd want someone who already knows how to do the job. But you run into a very annoying and frustrating problem. How do I get experience at a job that no one will let me have because I have no experience at it? You know, how the hell do you get into half these jobs that everyone seems to have? Like, there was a job a while ago that I almost got, but had no experience in, for, I forget what it's called, it's like glass fabrication or something, I don't know. I would have been the guy who, stood around with his hands in his pockets because he had no experience. Yeah. Not that I ever put my hands in my pockets, I only do that when it's cold. Because, you know, I don't really carry a phone with me because no one calls me. Mainly because I never answer, but, you know, that's a different story. I love to ignore. But it was like the people that would make glass vases or vases. People like that. Like, how would you get a job in that? It's just, it's one of those random, weird-ass little things that you have to sort of already know how to do the job before you get it. It's like, who the hell knows how to make a glass bottle by hand? Who even wants a handmade glass bottle? I just don't understand. It's weird. Well, this has turned into a bitching session, but then again, that's what I'm good at. Stick with what you know. I wish there was some sort of job where I could just complain all day. I wish I could turn this into a job. That'd be cool, but, you know, a bit ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's not exactly... I don't know, people do this, like, YouTube thing as a job. Like, there are people who do it, so it's not impossible, it's just... I don't see myself doing it ever, so... whatever. Not to say I wouldn't enjoy it. Just like winning the lottery. I don't think I ever will, but I wouldn't argue if I did. Wait, was that dirt? That was dirt. Damn this texture pack. Everything's so smooth and good. I really like this one. It's a nice texture pack. Yeah. I really need to get out more. Oh, actually, on the weekend, I went to a charity event. I'm not going to say the name of the charity because of reasons. But I'm pretty sure they would... not exactly on the level, if you know what I mean. Little bit illegitimate. Yeah, boy. What? I've been listening to Public Enemy too much. Yeah, boy. Bass. How low can you go? Death row. The brother. Once again, back is the incredible. The ReiMinimap. The incredible D. Public Enemy #1. 506 freeze. And I had... yeah. Copyright. All that good stuff. And I was at the charity event because, my friend Thvertai, as you guys know him, I know him by a different name, because Sverte is sort of awkward for me to say for some reason, because I'm an idiot like that. But, yeah, we like to film things, and that is, I'd ultimately like to be in that industry of filming things and stuff. I'd actually like to be a sound designer. Well, sound engineer, I believe is the proper term, but, you can call it whatever you want, it's the same friggin' thing. But that's what I want to be once I, get some money together to do the courses, which has really been the hassle. As if I get a job, I have to say stuff like, oh, in 6 months I'll only be able to come in on a Wednesday. And a lot of people don't like that. But, yeah. I gotta sort a few things out. Feeling a pain in the ass. Like that, and I don't have any room for all this shit. Am I gonna have to just create a shit chest? That sounds so wrong. Ooh. Barracks. A barracks. I should get into that. I don't know what's going on with the texture thingies. Because they're supposed to be boxes like that one. But they're just not. I'm pretty sure that's the texture pack though. So I'm not really... yeah, I'm not really concerned with it. 1, 2... And I guess I'll just put dirt in there. I don't fucking know. What I might do is just store a bunch of shit in here. What's in here? Oh yeah, I remember that. Ha! Good. Good. You're working. Marvelous. Wait, did I put wood in there? I did. Damn it! It looks like dirt to me. Although that is a bit smoother. That's like the exact same color with a few dark lines on it. It's sort of hard to see on my monitor. Well, actually my TV, but I use it as a monitor. Because I'm cool like that. Yeah. So who watches Rooster Teeth? Huh? They're good at what they do. I like them. Yep. They're pretty cool guys. I don't know. Don't know. Ah, fuck. Damn OCD. Damn my half-assed OCD. What else to talk about, eh? Huh? How about them politics, huh? I actually haven't been keeping up with political news lately. Which, I wouldn't say I normally, like, keep, like, right up to date with whatever the hell is happening. I just, every now and again, I sort of browse through, you know, a few, newsy type websites. Just because, I find it interesting to know what's happening around the world. Because, it's pretty easy to sort of not give a crap about other places when you only live in one area. I might square all this up and make it like a proper waterfall thing. That'd be cool, that. No, I got a few ideas for you. I'm trying to think of some sort of massive news event. Was it Syria in like a civil war? But that's... Was it Syria? Don't remember. Sort of old news, but it's important news apparently. Everyone's all... Not everyone, barely anyone's worried about it, but why should they be? I mean, it's a country you'll never go to. I mean, unless you live there. I mean, no offense, but I live in Australia. I don't really know anything about Syria, apart from there's a bit of a civil war there. I'm probably boring so many people and offending so many others. What about sports? Yeah, I don't like them either. That's not true, actually. I like sports. Well, there's a thing. I used to play Australian rules football a couple of years back. Just, what was I? I was in the under-16s team, and that was my first year playing. We won the grand final, which apparently is a big deal. I don't really follow sports, because they sort of bore me a little bit. Like, oh, you kicked the ball. Alright. I can kick a ball. Actually, I was a pretty average Aussie rules footballer, mate. G'day. I'm not very Australian. I'm finding it hard to talk consistently, because my throat's a bit rough. A little rough. Bit of a rough throat. Yeah. Should have heard me 10 minutes ago. Ho ho! Actually, it was probably like an hour ago. But, that's right. I've got this, hot, cold drink thingy. It's a hot drink that's supposed to make your cold better. It, like, soothes your throat and all this stuff. Made by Lemsip people. I don't know if that brand is worldwide or I really don't care as well. Just so everyone knows. I mean, if it is, well then, good. But they make a drink, like, you get this powder, you mix it with, like, really hot, almost boiling water, and then you drink it as if you would a cup of tea. It's supposed to be, like, soothing and all that stuff, and it's got all those lovely, lovely drugs in them that make your cold go away. The only problem is, I got the black currant flavor. I'd never really had it before I actually got this pack of it, and it is by far the most awful tasting thing I've ever swallowed. And don't take that out of context. Or even in context, it sounds pretty bad. I might want to rethink that sentence. But the flavor was supposed to be black currant, and black currant as a medicine flavor is generally one of the better ones. And for some reason, it was the most bitter thing I have ever tasted. My first sip, I gagged. I nearly vomited from how bitter it was. I could not believe it. I could not believe something could be so bitter. Ugh. I ended up adding so much sugar to it that, you know, for a medicine it was probably making me more ill. But, oh my god, ugh. Just even thinking about the taste. It tasted so bad. Like, oh my god, kinda bad. I can't even, like, equate it to anything bitter. Like, it was just so bitter. Like, imagine sour, but not sour. I don't know, that's... How do you describe bitter? How would you describe bitter in words? That is a very uninteresting question. I want to knock this down now. Yay, portal gone. I think it was the blue one. I'm up here now. Oh, that's a shitty wood. I don't want that. I don't like you, shitty wood. Shitty wood, shitty wood, shitty wood. What am I going to do with my ThaumCraft stuff? I should have thought of that beforehand. It looks like the glove is on the other leg. What? I don't know. My throat's getting all... But, how long has it been? I don't know, probably an hour. Yeah, it looks like this series will be getting to around the 90 episodes thing as well. Didn't the last season drag on a little bit? I'm sorry about that, but it was so close to 100 episodes. I really wanted it to be 100 episodes. And my voice keeps breaking. And no, I'm not going through puberty. I've already done that whole business. That was fun. Actually, when I was growing up, my voice never changed. I have recordings of when I was 14, and I sound virtually identical to this. I mean, there was more happiness in my voice. That's a joke. I'm not sure if anyone would really get that. So I sort of had to stop and... Yeah. I don't remember where it's from though, so don't ask. But if you do know, please remind me, because it bugs me. Keeps me up at night. And I can't sleep. Actually, I can't sleep normally. Probably all the caffeine. Oh, I'm an unhealthy boy. Man, actually. I'm a man now. Hey, I'm a man. Man, I'm a man. What am I even talking about? That's right, my voice. Yeah, it didn't break